So the exercise we have today is to try and get these parabolic 2-inch springs under the 79. So my unknowns now are, can I still use the high clearance plates, or do I have to go back to a standard plate just purely on the thickness? Can I rerun the Rancho shock that I've got, or will it be too short? Can I reuse the airbags? So we'll find all that out in the next hour or two. Visual differences. So the parabolic pack is around 60 mil. So even if I was to use the factory plate, which then I'm adding say another 30 odd, as we come back to the TJM pack with the superior high clearance plates, and I'm 120. So I'm already 30 mil better off with the parabolics using the factory bottom spring plate. I'd have to give them a clean up, but there probably is enough thread on here to run the superior plate on the parabolic. It's got me thinking. I'm gonna go back to factory rubber bushes on the rears of my rear springs. I just find the pulleys are noisy once they're wet and dirty. But on the front, on the fixed side, I picked up a greasable pin, and I'm going to run the olefins up here. So the first side's in, and the good news is I was able to get the U-bolts in and out. They gave me new U-bolts to put in with these springs to trial, but the airbags didn't have to come out, didn't have to get modified. I'm so happy about that. The only one thing is I've had to, I'm going to have to, they're obviously going to be too long, so I hope they don't mind. I'm going to be cutting them, but obviously for the testing we don't want to get caught up on that every 5 seconds. And what we'll do, we'll cut them off, and then we'll compare some heights with the big pack and the high clearance plates, and the little pack with the factory plates. So this is the clearance part that I mean. So from the ground up to the top of that factory plate with the 3 leaves, I've got 20 mil more than the TJM pack with the high clearance plates, which I gained about 50 mil. So that there is 20 mil lower than the parabolics on the factory plates. So imagine if I decide to keep these parabolics and I graft in these superior plates, I'm going to gain another 50 mil. It's going to be higher than the center. The issue I'm going to have though, if I take 50 mil off, so when those plates come up, that's the bottom mount of my shock, I'm not going to have a lot of trouble up there, or allowances for carrying weight. So what originally attracted my attention to these parabolics when I first heard that they were making them for the 79, the thickness of the packs now is it's less than half. There's less springs, there's less friction, there's less noise. The springs don't actually touch each other. And if they're cracked out to be that they're a 2-inch lift and they are 300 to 500 kilo constant load, and they can carry a ton or 900 kilos, then I'm going to like them. How good is salt? Look at that, rusty U-bolts, rusty spring packs. And this one here, I've given it 5 or 6 big heave-hos with a hammer, and that plate is stuck rust solid to those springs. I'm almost there. It'll be interesting to get the measurements after. But the other thing that I haven't mentioned, and I've just sort of rushing to get this done, is the weight. These weigh at least twice the weight of the parabolics, even though that big bottom main leaf, I guess there's still only 3 leaves. See that there, that's that shackle sitting right back like that. That should show me and give me an example of how the springs can move at full flex, which we're now going to have to urgently put on the calendar to go and test these out, lock some hubs in and get some travel. Alright, so an hour and a half session on the 79 and the parabolics are in. So I'm going to get back to work now, but they do look pretty light duty under there. If it wasn't for me mate here today, Inox, I would have struggled. Because every bolt I had to undo, had spent some time in some salt water and it was a mission. I don't know, it didn't have the compressor here. Anyway, time will tell. We'll get out in the trail and test them out. But once again, thanks for watching.